All right, for today's beach walk and talk, it's actually going to be a beach swim and talk. How about that? It's high tide here, so you got to take advantage of that when you can. Woo, in the water, it is like 8:10 in the morning, and let me tell you, the water is letting me know it is that early. It is, nice and cold. If you want cold water, come on here. All right, let's get to the topic of the day. Gonna talk about 3 things that, that aren't bad about the Philippines, but things you gotta get used to here. I think first I better get in the water. It's so cold. I'm already half up to my chest, so I might as well just go the rest of the way, right? All right, here we go. Feels good now. Didn't feel good a minute ago. All right, back to today's topic. Let's see. Mailboxes. How about that one? Mailboxes. Back home in the U.S., you got a mailbox right outside your front door, right? You get your bills, you get your Amazon packages, you get letters from grandma, right? Here, no mailboxes. If you want to get something like a delivery, it usually comes by a delivery service. I mean, the big ones are Ninja Van, J&T Express, Flash Express. Did I mention that one? Anyway, that's how you get your packages delivered. Mail, I have no idea really. I don't think, if you came here and you see how people put their houses, and I don't know how mail service would even work, or if they even do mail here. I don't know. But yeah, it takes a little getting used to. When you get the package, when it's gonna be delivered, they'll send you a text saying, hey, it's out to be delivered, and then the guy will call you to make sure you're home before they deliver it. So that takes a little getting used to, right? Not having a mailbox, not bringing it right to you. Gotta have a delivery service. Oh well. That's one thing you have to get used to. All right, like I said, it's high tide right now, and that is a swing that I can normally stand up on these boards and swing on them, but like I said, it's high tide and they're just floating on the water. It's so deep right now. Anyway, I'm getting over my head and trying to talk. Oh well. All right, how about another thing? Rice. Okay, I know back home in the U.S., rice, side dish, right? You get your main dish, then you get some rice, right? No, not here. Rice is the main dish. Most of the time, rice is the main dish. Rice for breakfast, rice for lunch, rice for dinner, rice for a midnight snack. Just this morning, rice with the egg. Just rice all the time. Nothing wrong with that, right? It's just, what the culture is here. So when you're out somewhere and people say, have you ate rice today? And it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon and you tell them, no, I have not had rice today. They're going to look at you like, what's wrong with you, man? What's wrong with your head? Why haven't you had rice? But they do some pretty neat things with rice. So I think it's called puto or something like that. And it's like for breakfast. It's rice with some like chocolate sauce on it. Yeah, it's pretty good though. So anyway, just rice all the time. You got to get ready for the rice. All right, had to get out of the water for a minute, dry off a little bit, warm up a little bit. Anyway, okay, let's see. Something else that's a little different is, say the way you get around. Here I got a motorbike, I don't need a car. But the way most people get around, public transportation is tricycles, jeepneys, tuk-tuks. Very easy, very inexpensive. But, you come here and do you need a car or a motorbike? Maybe a motorbike, but you can just walk right out to the street, wait couple minutes at the most. A tricycle is going to come by. You tell the driver where you want to go, you haggle a price, and then they take you there. Easy peasy, right? No problems there. So here on Bohol, there's a lot of tuk-tuks, you know, a tuk-tuk. But where I was over on Dumaguete, it was all tricycles. So I guess it depends on what province you're in. They have tuk-tuk, tricycle. Big towns have jeepneys, you know. But that's a little something. I mean, it's an easy way to get around, very cheap. You don't need it. I mean, $1 to go here, 50 cents to go there. I mean, it's nice. So that's another thing you can, you know, I don't want to say look forward to, but, you know, it's just an easy way to get around when you don't have your own transportation. All right, well, that's 3 things that are a little bit different here in the Philippines that you have to get used to as a foreigner. I mean, not too bad. I mean, simple things, but just things you're not used to back home. So, catch me tomorrow on another Walk and Talk.